care if you make any other decision today but this one, given all the other stuff I've asked you to kind of do to think about your business. If you can at least make this decision. Guess the president. We're going to put a man on the moon this decade. Kennedy said it in 1960. When did it get done? 69. We will defeat the evil empire. Reagan, 1980. When did it get done? The wall came down in 89, actually, the year after he was out. We must defeat terrorism. President Bush, right? And he said, how long is that likely going to take? He prepared us to what? It could take us 10, 15 years. Now, I've not yet figured out Clinton's. I think it's something like number of interns bedded or something like that. And I think he did achieve it. But where do you start? Where do you start? Do you know that the president, as of all presidents, has a daily meeting from 9 to 9:15? The reason I walked out last night is at 5:05 every day, like clockwork, I have a conference call with my team for 15 minutes. And I'm all over the planet. But I don't miss that for anything. So I can stay connected. Goldman Sachs has 2 a day. Microsoft. I've got a whole chapter on that in the book about the need for you having a daily 15-minute with your executive team. Virtually every day, Bush receives an update in a manila folder labeled Top Secret in bold red letters. Inside's a guide with the names and status of the top 27 al-Qaeda leaders on the Pentagon's watch list. 8 are believed to have been killed, 4 are in the U.S. detention, and the remaining 15 are at large. Different colors are used to distinguish those killed from those captured and those whose whereabouts remain unknown. Now, look. Why does he need to look at it every day? A lot of you who have long sales cycles say, I don't have anything changing on a daily basis. Yeah, you're asking me to change it daily. What do you think's the status change of most of those 27 every day? No change. Well, hopefully at least against the ones that are dead. So why does he ask every day in a stand-up? What? Keep focused. See, if you only ask your organization once a month, how are we doing? I call it the cringe factor. They only have to cringe once a month. If you ask every week, they only have to cringe once a week. But you ask every single day, and guess what? In reverse, you ask every day, you will move things in weeks. You ask every week, you will move things in months. If you wait every month, it may take you years. Sam Palmisano, who is he? Students of business. New CEO of IBM, excellent. How did Sam get there? He was given, like you do at Allied Signal and every other place, a very tough job to turn around global services. Where do you start? And that's what you have to do as a leader. If you do not tell your people where to start on Monday, you are failing as a leader. Where do you start? Sam Palmisano said here, EMC, the big storage company, go find me the 100 customers, top customers of EMC. Now, they've got a big fancy flash report system like we've got, but I don't care if you got the technology. Sam, like I suggest you all do, is take down the cheesy velvet Elvis across from your desk and put up a whiteboard. And he listed the 100 customers of EMC. And then every day, Sam Palmisano was on his global sales call, and what question did he ask his organization? You got it. And what did he ask the next day? And what did he ask the next day? And what you only know you've repeated yourself enough when your people are mocking you. Okay? So, the fourth decision you've got to make. The first decision is, do I have great people? The second decision is, do I know where we're going to be in the next 10 to 30 years? That's in that second column. My third decision is, do I have a strategy that has 3 strategic anchors, a brand promise, and an underlying 10 to 30 times advantage? And number 4, I know the number one thing we've got to focus on. Not the 3, not the 7, not the 12. The number one that we have to focus on in the next 90 days. If you pick it right, everything else finishes up. Let me wrap up now. 2 last hints. No one has ever achieved peak performance without a coach. You'll do fine. But no one's ever achieved peak performance without a coach. Get one if you don't have one. By the way, Pete Sampras, who just won the U.S. Open, has 3 coaches. The best have 1. The greatest have 3. And last, you can't wait. When people ask me over my 20 years, can you pick the winners and the losers when you meet the executives? I think I can. I look for two things the second day of that MIT class I teach. One, who has been the most thirsty to learn? The greats I've ever met. Bill Gates takes a week every year and just goes away and reads the entire week. All kinds of resources. I got a buddy, Bert Quigg, who decided to take 21 days on his sabbatical and read 21 books from 21 different countries. And he's one of the great construction entrepreneurs in Vancouver, Canada. Bill Marriott, who was our first speaker in YEO, is famous in his organization for taking notes with both hands. Right hand, what he learned, left hand, what he's going to do about it on Monday. So, huge thirst for knowledge. And then number two, they do something about it.